The library is an access point. Patrons that come in just to simply use the internet, a lot of times they don't realize that we offer DVDs, videos. They don't realize that they can read their magazines at no subscription cost.
Not only is our circulation up, but our visits to the library is up, and I think that is due largely to our broadband access.
Broadband has increased our usage and circulation just because people coming in to use the broadband internet tend to, on the way out, pick up books or movies on the way out. Lots of times we have people coming in to use the broadband internet maybe for the first time, and they come in and they read the rules and they use the broadband internet, and then they go and sign up for a library card.
And a lot of people, especially in hard economic times, they can't afford high-speed digital access from their homes. That's one of the things that's easily given up, and they can use a community resource like the library.
My husband lost his job. We had to cut back on everything. And so having the internet access here at the library, and especially as many computers as they have, it just makes it so much easier.
If public libraries are not there to provide it, then there's going to be a large segment of our population that falls behind educationally and economically.
Broadband enriches people's lives in ways that are measurable by the number of hours that people log into our computers, but also it's somewhat intangible because it's the quality of their life that is enhanced by their access to this, to helpful staff and to good high-speed internet connections.
I think broadband is definitely expanding the roles of libraries to bring a lot more information than most libraries could ever hope to acquire.
We're a little remote, we're fairly isolated, and we have a number of families in this area that are not able to travel for whatever reason. And so this has opened up the whole world to them.
We all think, oh, we'll find everything we need by just going to Google. And so people, for a lot of different reasons, will say, well, just get me to a computer and get me to Google. And sometimes, you know, it's our job as librarians to help guide them to the best source for that information. Oftentimes it's broadband, but every now and again, the quickest source is a book that we may have in the library. So people do come in, and I love that people do think that they have access to basically the world through our broadband.
I think libraries are really a community resource for broadband access. And a lot of people cannot afford the high-speed computers that modern broadband requires and that modern digital information requires.
I've been using broadband for at least the last few years. I mostly look at my banking, check my access and my balance. Accessing the broadband at the library saves me at least $20, $25 a month. So it's important to me because, like I said, I don't have it at home, so it's a real convenience.
Before, you were limited in a small rural community to what you could actually put your hands on in that community, and that's no longer the case.
In our library system, we could not do the things that we do, the services that we provide, without broadband. Unfortunately, at one of my branches, that is not available. Broadband is not there. There are dropped packets. There are things that don't get there.
One of my teen library council members applied for a scholarship. They apply for scholarships online, and the only way that I could give a reference for him was online.
With the access to broadband, they can go to other countries. They can find just almost anything.
Living in a small town, and it's, you know, we only have 26,000 people in our county. We don't have access, as in a university town or in a city, to a lot of resources, print resources. So it's a great equalizer to be able to access information through the broadband, and patrons and visitors to our libraries more and more realize that.
You know, we're the only game in town for internet, for copies, for faxing, and they know that. So they come here using a fax, and then again we gain another patron.